Yes, people, back with another Gas Central episode of some whatever. It's gas mode. We're in dreamland. Yeah, if you just come over from Rance's show, big up yourselves. As always, no matter what, make sure you like, subscribe, wash your hands, take off your shoes, because I know there's a little bit of dirt there, but we got to get on some gas mode there because we got loads to talk about. Yeah, and I think with me and Rance's conversation, there was a lot of conversation everywhere and whatnot, but now let's dive. Let's dive right in, yeah? I'm pretty sure there's a song about that. Who is it? Is it Ed Sheeran? Anyway, it's not the point. Regardless, Ahmad is back. He's returning. I'm gassed. He's been in training, but at least he's up for selection now. Yeah? Because when we need our players the most, see this guy, yeah, I swear, he just makes me happy. Like, he's just such a smile. Like, he's always smiling. What a character. What a professional, right? And I'm just gassed because we really need the quality, and especially if we're going into the finals as well, yeah, we need to be on job. Yeah, the lick back as well. Oh my god, I couldn't even put the guy's name in the title. The lick's definitely back for one of the legs. He should be back for the first leg. Toby College is back as well. If not back for the second leg, it's all for us. It's all about having as many options as possible. And I've got an option with us. Obviously, man, like Ems, what you saying?
Yes, big up, bro. You good?
Yeah, man. Boycotting the show yesterday, all good, but we move, innit?
My bad, bro. I finished work a bit late. My bad. It was a good show, though. I was watching it.
Oh, was you? Yeah, I bro.
Yeah, you, Shells, and my man, innit?
Yeah. Shells, Olu, new guy. There was a touchline, guy, the young guy top right, and then obviously Tex, which will be running up tomorrow, by the way. So yeah, man. But yeah, Ahmad won't be risked for the first leg. I don't know if you saw that; it came out today. Ederson talks as well. We was in talks with his entourage. And even then, we got a price. They're saying they want something north of 38 million pounds. So we're talking about like maybe 40, 41, 42 million pounds, which is a good price considering who he is, what he is, and what we need. Hojlund to leave is probably Hojlund and Garnacho leaving is probably the best quotes of them all. Of them all. And the fact I didn't even get to express my gratitude online on Rance's show about this Hojlund being scared of being a number 9, like getting his spot taken. Honestly, whether it's true or not, that makes me happy because certain scrubs pain equals my pleasure. Do you get it? I don't know about you, but it just makes me happy just knowing that you can't be here no more. But you'd probably be a solid player elsewhere, to be fair, if I'm not being negative, because they are human beings at the end of the day. And I don't think I expect you to know really, but if you do, even better. Joan Garcia, goalkeeper, £20 million, Espanol, been linked with him. Release clause. Yeah, I don't know if you've watched him. I don't know, but I have no clue how good he is. All I know is he doesn't weigh 93 kg like Anana, and also 6'3", and apparently he's got good reflexes and shot stopping, which we need anyways. But yeah, smash the likes, man, them and girl them, and if you identify something else, then just get out of it. So anyways, what are you saying, Ems, man? There's so much to unpack, man. You didn't even get to talk about this.
With the Ahmad being back.
With everything happened yesterday, Cunha, blah, 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 and then now, this morning, we're going to have this pretty much every other day, you know that? There's better news.
Better news coming out. The transfer window is basically not open, but yeah. I think I was watching you and Rance on the show before this, but and even he said, we're not used to this. It's quite a weird feeling, bro. As a Man United fan, getting deals done before the end of the season. So yeah, man, it's an exciting time, but I'm still not getting too giddy, bro.
Why not?
17th.
But why?
I don't know. Until the signings are holding the shirt, I need to see
it.
100%, bro. I need to see the signings in the shirt. How many times have you been linked to a player? Yeah, he's coming United. Yeah, he's coming United. Next thing you know, he's gone to Chelsea. Or next thing you know, he's gone to Spain. Or, it's just... Yeah, Jamal Mubarak as well. Abzino, big up, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. It's just, until they're holding the shirt, I don't want to get too excited, bro.
But I feel like you're going to get excited. Look, I can see you wanting to smile right now. Look,
100%, bro. Yeah, come on. It's an exciting time, but you want to
smile. It's okay. It's okay.
I think I'm more happy about Ahmad being back, bro, because that Xerxes injury had me worried, for the Atletico Bilbao game. So having Ahmad back, I think it's massive, bro.
I bro, either or in it. Like we got to do what we got to do in it when it comes to that Bilbao leg. I'm gonna. It's next week Thursday, right? So I could drop a preview. Probably gonna have to do a little panel show as well on Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even run that up. I don't know because we got Champions League next week as well, innit? So
yeah,
there's a lot for that. But Ahmad being back, yeah, he's not going to be back for the. He's not going to be back for the first game, innit? So let's get that straight. There's no point risking it. He's come back in record time. You know, there's someone saying that Amrim or whoever's rushed him back. I disagree with that. I just feel like maybe they've overrated the extent of time that he was going to be out. But him being out to now to get him sorted into pre-season, I think it's just the perfect timing. Because if we are and when we do get to the final, the guy's going to be obviously the first name on the team sheet. I feel like some people have forgotten like how good Ahmad really is and what he provides for the team, whether it's on the right hand side of the 10 or even on the wing back. We haven't seen wing backs where it's like Ahmad and a Dorgu. We saw it on the weekend with Amas and Dorgu, and it wasn't that bad, like considering what we was doing going further forward on the wings, right?
No, it's true. We actually played well, yeah.
But I don't know. Would you rather right now, as it currently stands here, with obviously not Xerxes available, would you honestly probably end up playing him probably in the right hand side of the 10 rather than on the wing and just keep the low there?
I would. I would just, and I'd ease him into it, you know, similar to how Arsenal and Arteta dealt with Saka. Just ease him into it. But would you play in the second leg against Atletico? Would you hold him for the final?
No, I'm playing him.
Yeah, like, same. Yeah,
I think he can get a good 20-25 minutes.
Yeah, same. I'm playing him as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think he's going to be the game changer for us, bro. I think he's going to be a massive game changer for us, especially going forward. Because before, I just didn't see where the goals are coming from. Hojlund and Garnacho, we would have had to rely on them. But bro, I don't think that's gonna. Yeah, I have no faith in them scoring or getting us over the line, especially against Atletico, bro.
Yeah, Bilbao's got a really good defense, and we need to hopefully come up. I'm gonna say it nicely, innit? Yeah, when it comes to that, they look really rigid and hard to break down. They're gonna play pure counter attack against us. They're missing their best player. Don't get me wrong, but coming out of a draw out of Bilbao is more than an acceptable result.
Apparently, Nico Williams is back as well, isn't he?
Who cares?
Yeah, he's back, bro. So hopefully, he has a quiet game.
Who cares? He's been quiet all season.
I think their striker's injured. He's the one that's
Sanchez. He's out. He's a weird number as well. He's number 8 for them. He's stuck in that. He's probably like the second striker, if anything. But yeah, Giggs would be a left wing back under Amram. It'd be amazing. He would kill it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I mean, the old school left mid, just getting up and down that wing, pace, whips all day long, and he's good at. Obviously, he's got a great pass at the minute. It's good to have Ahmad back and into some games to prep him to the end phase of Europa. We can get him up to match fitness in the Prem games. Yeah, that's it. If we do get to a final and everything, obviously the first leg's there. So his first game would actually probably be back next week. I don't know who we have after Bournemouth because I'm not really checking anymore, but I'm pretty sure it's probably an Old Trafford game, isn't it? So maybe you can get a little bit more longer than 20 minutes in the second leg, and he will be the difference maker.
Oh, 100%.
I'm sorry if they're going to play Yuri at left back. I like Yuri. He's getting a lot older and whatnot. He's still quality, but Ahmad's ripping him to pieces, isn't it? 100%. That's what you say. The strikers and Naki Williams. Funny that, but they've been playing him right mid a lot of the season. They've been literally playing him right mid. So that's that. How dare Amrim? I know who this is. That's Ollie from the chat. How dare Amrim rush that back Diallo? How can he be fit by now? He wants the same energy for Saka and yeah. Obviously, salty. What likes are we on, by the way?
I was just going to say, I think we're on like 8 and it's about 150.
Well, we're on 35 likes. Can we get to 100 likes? So yeah, please, people, man, if you can double check that would be sick. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you come over from Rance's channel as well. I'm trying to run up more shows per week, so next week's going to be a little bit more. This week's be more than last. So yeah, man. There's a lot with it. But yeah, man, Ahmad being back's huge. I can't wait. You know what it is? We've been starving for quality for so long. Sometimes I do wonder, like, about the squads. Like, other than Bruno Fernandes, there's no one really else that's getting you up off your seat, other than Maguire last-minute winners. Do you know what I mean? Or Kobe. Like, people forget that we got Kobe that needs to get up to match fitness. He could literally be a weapon if he decides he wants to turn it up as well, you know? So it's like, but we don't have enough of them. And that's why we need this Ederson, man. is obviously, it came out last night about the Ederson. We only spoke about it briefly. But Ederson from Atalanta, a lot of people actually got questions over him, you know?
He looks like a good player. I haven't seen him. I ain't seen much of him. I'm going to be honest, but I've seen what you lot have seen in terms of comps and stuff like that. But he looks decent. He looks good on the ball. Good ball progressor. I wonder how he would suit in the Premier League, the physicality and that. But other than that, he looks like a decent player.
Yeah, we need legs. I'm like, there's this. I don't know, yeah, and I need people in the chat to get involved again as well. Same thing, yeah. But when I've watched him play, yeah, he plays like a deep lying 8 in a way, but also box to box. Like he drives to the ball, but he can also play make. And I want to say, and he switches the ball quite a lot. Obviously, when you play 3-4-3, obviously you're gonna switch the ball in it. But like this is like, I don't know, like misinformation going around that he don't pass the ball forward when he's one of the best in Europe for passing the ball forward. Whenever you watch him, he passes the ball forward. It's literally in the philosophy of how is it Gasperini that you had? I think his name is that he wants to play. You have to play the ball forward. That's why Atalanta is known as the attacking side gung ho. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, what we don't have, if we did get Ederson, I'm going to ask you this year. He's an 8, yeah, not a 6. He can play 6, but he's not a 6. Yeah. Where does Bruno fit?
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, because Bruno, he would have to. He'll probably play Bruno as an 8 next to him, maybe, because I don't think he'll play Bruno in that 10, especially if you get Cunha in. But unless he's just looking to, you know, start with certain players in certain games, because I read somewhere online like the style won't play, or the system won't change. Sorry, but what he will do is just change certain players and still play the same system. So maybe Cunha, maybe a Bruno, but I don't think he would play them all in one team. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it is about having options, Georgia. That obviously that is but I feel like if you're playing Bruno and Ederson, you're just like shoehorning Bruno in for the sake of shoehorning them in.
Facts,
you're not gonna make a £40 million signing in Ederson just to have him on the bench all the time. I do think he'll get rotated, but could this be the season where you see, you know, Bruno maybe getting phased out a little bit and less relied upon than what we've seen recently, where he plays every single game, because he plays every single game and he's the only one that's got real quality, like, you know what I mean, for his final ball or his final shot or penalties or whatever you may see.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Even with Bruno,
yeah, like, that's true. You're also not dropping your 300k a week captain there. But after this, was he not having like a year left on his deal?
After this season, I think so. Has he got 2 years left?
I think he's got till 2027.
He signed an extension, didn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know with it. It makes me wonder. Like, you can't just. So what if he's 300k on the bench? I don't see what's wrong with that. If he's not up for it, I'm just not Bruno's biggest fan, but I've liked him in the recent Bruno performances. I've liked. I'm just gonna check now. How long's he got left?
He signed a 4-year deal.
He signed an extension, innit? There we go. Look. So 2027 with an option for a further year. Man United. So it is 2027.
2027, yeah.
But I'm saying it's not like Bruno's going to get dropped every game or something. He's going to play, bro. Of course, he's going to play.
Just 2028, basically.
I don't. In my mind, yeah. In my mind, personally, I see it being an Ederson and Ugarte pivot going into next season, or an Ugarte and maybe sometimes Toby Collett if he prefers him, if he stays. But I see it being Ugarte. You paid 50 to 60 million for him. Well, Ineos did. And next to him, ideally, you're going to run other teams into the ground. You got a lot of like tenacity with them two in the middle of the field. He played 3-4-3 as well with Atalanta. He knows how it is to be in a a 2-man midfield. I feel like if you get Cunha and Ederson and let's say someone else in the right 10, aka Cherky or whoever it may be, there's going to be less. You're not really going to look at Ugarte for what he's bad at anymore, because everyone else is good at what needs to be done to go and score goals. If you're scoring goals and Ugarte's clamping up, man, I think he becomes one of them heroes that Man United fans really like.
No, facts, bro. Especially if you put like ball technically good footballers around him, i.e. Xerxes, Cunha, even Delap. We end up getting Delap up front. It's hopefully we shouldn't be seeing too much of Ugarte trying to play forward, but hopefully he can improve though, man, because I want to see him improve his passing going forward, because if he could just pass, he'll be a decent player. He's a decent player in there.
I don't think he can't pass though. I think he's just more reluctant. It's just for me. I think he plays a little bit more safe when. Yeah, I've seen everyone in here has seen this man pass the ball, man. But and it's like, you've got the techers in your locker, but why do you not do it more often? Do you get, am I the only one that feels that way about Ugarte? Like, okay, cool, here's one. Garnacho was left wing, right? And he could have done it about 5 seconds later. He hesitated, then he'd done it. Then Garnacho's touch, was off Prince Andrew, and he went off the pitch, And do you know what I mean? And then after that, it's like, well, you've got in your locker all the time. Whenever you switch the ball, I've rarely seen him miss pass a long pass. But in terms of like passing forward, he's just reluctant to do it. He's such a safe player. Takes the extra touch at times. And people, you know what people haven't done with him? They haven't given him a grace period of adapting to the Premier League either. And this is his first season.
Yeah, even his first 2 weeks.
If you give him better play, you can see why Enrique dashed him, but Enrique's way of playing is not the sole way of playing. Like, there's different ways of playing, isn't it? Like, everyone wishes they could have Vitinhas in their midfield and so forth, but you don't. You can't have that profile as much.
So I reckon, what's this? So technically, this is his first season. So next season, we want to be seeing improvements from Ugarte, 100%.
Yeah, but I feel like if you got Ahmad, he's got no excuses, to play a certain way. When you might have Ahmad right wing back, you might have Cherki in front of you. You might have someone more competent other than Cherki, maybe in that role, whoever we may choose. You have Cunha in front of you. You got the lap to ping it to up front if you need be. You might have Ederson next to you, or you know what I mean, or Bruno Fernandes at that, right? You've got players who can control, create, score, and do something, carry the ball, right? He's a decent ball carrier at that as well. You've got no excuse not to play us. Like, for me, you got nowhere to hide, basically. Do you get it? A lot of people don't like Ugarte, but I really like Ugarte still. I like clampers. I just want my DM to clamp. Until we find someone, maybe it might be Sekou Kone through the ranks later in life. Could be someone else. But until we find that perfect mold of 6, you're not going to find a 6 out there, really, You either got your Zubamendi's of the world, who's like, you can play football, whatever you want to do, whatever you need to do. And then you have your Ugartes. Because the Caicedos of the world are not really available. The Rodris of the world are not available, really. And if you do, good luck, in my opinion. That's the way I think, personally, innit?
No,
I don't see where we get one. I like Angelo Steeler quite a lot. Very good playmaker. Oh my God, unbelievable. Not a 6. He's an 8. Yeah. But again, sometimes I wonder, is he going to adapt to the Prem with his physicality? Like, is he going to be used to it? He's very used to a different way of playing football.
A lot of people are saying Angel Gomez. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he'll suit the system unless you play him in a 10.
Yeah, and he's not a 10. Yeah. He's more of an 8-6. I think he's one of them extra players. If you get, what space have we got for him at the moment? If we're looking at 3 midfielders, including Cunha, that's the 3, the box. I'm thinking of the box. Like, is there as much space as we think there is?
No,
to fit in? We can't just bloat the team out for the sake of bloating the team out. No, only right now as it stands, out of our midfield, who's leaving?
At the moment, you've got Ederson. You've got
that's one. Maybe Casemiro.
Maybe, yeah, but that's not even 100%. Chat, what do you lot think? Do you want to get rid of Casemiro?
Garnacho, he's technically one of those midfield spots. He's definitely going.
You could say. Other than that, there's not really. Everyone else is basically already left.
So the ones I've just mentioned is about 3 of them, right?
Yeah, so you've got Ederson, you've got maybe Casemiro, and you've got Garnacho. That's 3. I don't think Zaxi's going to leave. I think he's going to stay.
He's staying.
Yeah,
and he might not even be. He might be recognized as a striker, so he might free up one of those spots. Don't get me wrong, but
I'd prefer that. I'd rather Hojlund and Garnacho go alone.
Would you take McAtee in a heartbeat? James McAtee from Man City, like his future's up in the air. I'm taking that guy in a heartbeat. Are they going to sell him to us? No. I don't know why we'd register interest in this guy. I know Jason Wilcox would know him and everything, but I don't see how we would get him like from Man City. He'd be like enemy number 1 in Manchester for the 5 fans that they have roaming around. Do you know what I mean? But other than that, I don't know. I can't see it. They never sell to us. You just don't see it. I would keep Casemiro. Not really. Casemiro can do the Modric role. The thing is, Casemiro is better probably as an 8 these days than he's a 6.
Yeah, it's just because of the legs, isn't it?
And people say about Casemiro, like, you're captain and 300k per week. Dan, I see one of your comments. So you're right, like having Bruno on the pitch, you have a lot of goals. There's a lot of goals in there, man. There's a lot of assists in there. It can only elevate, right? It should only elevate. But we've got 350k sitting on the bench more time every week. So I don't think it's unknown. Like, do you know what I mean? By the way, that option for Bruno was triggered not by Ineos. It was triggered by someone else. I'm pretty sure. It was already a deal that was already made. I'm pretty sure. But I could be wrong.
If a good price came in for Bruno, would you be interested in selling him?
At this point, no.
No.
Not now. No, not nowhere near. When we need like 7 new first teamers, a lot of them are going to go into the first team. Goalkeeper, and 8, both 10s for me. Practically need options there. Maybe even a wing back potentially and a striker. It's like the last thing I'm thinking about is giving away Bruno.
No, facts.
Do you get what I mean? I think that's just bad business. You're just getting rid of quality.
Stocks are high right now, though, isn't it? Because he's had a decent season.
Who, Bruno? Bruno's having a fucking. Bruno's having a wonder season. Like, people need to understand. As much as I don't like Bruno, I don't have a mad agenda when I can see the only one that's only got quality on the pitch trying to pull us through this shit. You have to. Sometimes you have to be grateful for players like that at times. Even though it's not my cup of tea, I'm gonna say since that Wolves sending off, that dismissal at Wolves, bro, I can't knock the guy. Like, when we talk about ball recoveries, I thought like and all that. I think we need to get drug tested, innit? I'm being honest. I think he needs to get drug tested because somehow he's got more pip in his step. He's somehow keeping up with people. You have to be objective about it. The guy's our best player. But Ahmad, obviously, for me, obviously when he's playing, that's it. That's the realness of it. There's more refined Bruno. I just don't know how it's gonna last.
What do you mean?
Because obviously Bruno's known to be erratic, non-disciplined in terms of his role where he's on the pitch. But obviously the whole thing around Bruno with a lot of fans that do like him is if you put him around better players, he's only going to thrive a little bit more. So I want to see that for my own eyes again. Better players will always get better with better players. That's true. Do you know what I mean? Like, you play with some scrubs, play with some good players, but yeah, I want to see it. And he's our captain. I don't see who takes captaincy at this moment in time.
Yeah, thinking about it now, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. He's 30 years old. He's got 3 years left on his deal. Unless
2 years, technically, plus 1.
Yeah, but you know, we always seem to extend. Always seem to extend that.
What age is he right now? Is he 30 years of age?
30, yeah.
So his contract would run out when he's about 33 years old. Yeah, that's not that bad. Yeah, maybe you're right. You're probably right, to be fair. He could still offer something. He never gets 100%. Injured. You know what I mean? He might be on. Yeah, he might have steroids.
And you know what, bro? Even in that 8 position, I've actually seen him make some challenges. I'm not saying he's the guy in that, the best guy in that position going forward, but I have seen him make some challenges, maybe more than Agate sometimes as well. Sometimes
you get it, yeah. But having Ederson come into that, I think it shores up our midfield that little bit more. It adds that little bit of something we don't have, that Bruno doesn't have, which is physicality. You know what I mean? As well, 100%. Physicality, and more importantly, some speed.
I wouldn't even mind seeing like a Casemiro and Ederson, you know?
Yeah, that would work.
Casemiro,
Brazil.
Trust me, bro.
The thing is, we could have a whole Portuguese-speaking midfield. Like, imagine, all right, cool. One day, it's like, all right, stick Bruno in the other 10 and the right 10. Casemiro, Ederson, you're gonna sit. Cunha, run it up. Yeah, bro. Hey, Obrigado it up, all in the midfield. People like, what are they saying? What are they saying? And before you know it, you've got Amarim like shouting Portuguese to the favela boys over there. Like, it's like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
I trust.
I don't even know how to speak Portuguese. I ain't even got like, I don't even know any certain phrases, bro. All I'm gonna call it is the Obrigado boys, isn't it?
The Obrigado boys. That's John. The
favela lads.
Favela boys. That's funny, bro. No, bro, trust me, man. We need some grit in this team, bro. Some bastards, bro. We need some.
Yeah, we do. Bruno has no natural position in 3-4-3. Selling him will show me we are finally serious. Shoehorning him in a pivot and never controlling games could cost Amram his job next season. But I've seen Bruno actually controlling our games, though. Is that only me? Like, I have seen it. I just don't think he's got. I just don't think he's got. If he goes in one of them 10s. I think he has a time limit before he gets a little bit knackered now. I think we're seeing a little bit more of a tired Bruno when he is further forward up the pitch, doing them doggy runs and stuff. I think 8 position, I disagree with you there, Khabib. I think in the 8, he's a little bit more controlled at the moment.
He keeps it more simple.
Yeah. We need more though, innit? As a team, as a unit, we need to become more balanced. Hojlund setting to leave. Because of allegedly, anyways, along the lines, has said this year. I'll tell you a quote for quote. I think I might have sent it to you.
Was it yesterday? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. It says here, this is from Fabrizio, by the way. So it's not just like a rubbish report. But I need to maybe pick out some keywords here as well, just to make sure it's just not one of them tapping things. Hojlund would love to stay at Man United and compete for a spot. But if the club sign a new striker, it could be a possibility, keywords, just a possibility for him to leave. His future is not decided yet. I think his future is decided, to be honest. Napoli and Juventus are tracking him. Inshallah, innit?
Bro, what's going on with Napoli? How comes they wanted like our scrubs? They wanted Garnacho, now they wanted Hojlund.
You know what it is with Conte? He seems to get a tune out of even the biggest of scrubs. McTominay is just like, let's be real, he was never that good. Let's not do some remontada shit like and think that he was anything brilliant for us. He had a couple key moments, but he's getting the best out of him. Billy Gilmore's of the world. He's shown that he doesn't need Cavaschaglia. He just needs certain players. He really wants Garnacho. I think Garnacho will be good over in Italy. And Hojlund could be that. Hojlund could be that Lukaku kind of player where he feels like cool. When it comes to control, they're not the best, but it's a slower league, obviously.
Looking at his attributes,
he probably thinks that it could be a good investment for Napoli, and he can get the best out of him because he was doing for half a season. He done quite well for Atalanta, but again, I don't know. I think he needs to. And I don't think Napoli look at purchasing him on a. I don't think them or Juventus would look at buying him for this summer. I think it would be a loan, and we would say, okay, this is a loan, but we need an obligation to buy. What can we come up with? Does he need to hit certain criteria? I think a loan is probably the best. Like, I think it's the best option for him. I think I don't think we'll ever be set up for him. I don't know if he'll ever become good. He'll probably end up cooking over in Serie A, and we think we can use him again. I think that'd be the wrong choice, personally. Yeah. I think we'll be moved on by then. The next window, we look at another striker potentially.
Do you know what? It's going to sound a bit mad, but I'd love to see him loaned to like a Premier League side just to see how well he does. You know, I just want to see if he can do it. Like
we need to get like Anthony. We need to get some money, man.
Oh, boy, I think a loan deal would be good because I think he's still got 3 years left on his deal as well. So I think Garnacho. No, well, for Garnacho, we need some money for. I was watching your show yesterday. I think Shells was saying he wants 50 mil for him.
No, he said 50 million plus.
Yeah.
But he had a context to it as well, to be fair.
At this point,
he said Chelsea. He said if it's Chelsea, I want 50
Chelsea,
million plus.
Yeah. I hear that because you want revenge for Mount and whoever else they sold us, which they still owe us money for. But that's
all I want. If you're a Chelsea fan in it, I'm sorry, I'm begging he goes to your club, man. Garnacho, I'm begging.
I hear it. No, I hear it. But honestly, I'll take 35, 40 mil for him as long as he can just, I don't think he's good enough. I wouldn't mind him just coming off the bench, but starting these games for us, I just don't think he's good enough to take us forward. Him and Hojlund.
It's just not good on the eye either. Like, if you're not going to be good, like scoring goals, at least be like Xerxes a little bit, link up play, add something to the team. Offer something. You don't offer anything. He doesn't. Defenders must love playing against this guy, man. It's a shame. It's a shame for him, innit? Because he's probably mentally in the bin at the moment, innit? But we got to move on as a club. This is why I don't like going too in on certain players. I might custom something here and there, but I don't like it too much, man.
I think even Mount as well.
I said we got to send him out on loan. If we get what we need,
I'd rather loan him out. Same. Because at least then the wages are getting cut down. Because I think he's on 250 bags a week, bro.
Bro, he's a player that can go to a Premier League club. We can go fetch 25, 30 million out of that dude. He's shit. He's shit availability as well. He's crap.
Just loan him out.
What does Mount offer? Like, honestly, what does Mount offer, man? When we watch him play, what does he really offer except running around?
Yeah.
Doesn't give me goals, doesn't create, doesn't give me assists. Bro, man's like a flipping, like, he's like one of them wasps.
No, it's sad, bro. He's been here for 2 years and I can't remember one highlight that he's
Has he had the 90-minute here yet?
I can't remember. No.
Cardio amount, that's crazy.
I don't even think he's had a 90-minute. No.
Ronan says, Cass, would you sell Hojlund 50 million to sign the lap 30 million Jonathan? Yeah, but no one's. Let's be real, Ronan, man. Hojlund 50 million. What you want? 50 million dollars? Dollars. You must be talking in dollars.
Dirham,
and even Goldfish gonna cry. We're gonna call him Golden from now on. He's gonna cry and stream when Nash's and Arsenal leaves. That just means he's gonna have less money incoming to his his business, because obviously he's the biggest PR machine for them. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't think there's no. Well, there is a certain amount of money, but I don't think I could accept. Like your channel's doing well. You're earning money, but don't ever get too greedy. Yeah. Why am I going to back up Scrubs for a bit of PR? You can probably buy the PR, but if you're telling me I have to stick my neck out there, even if you play rubbish, who's going to believe me? How can I even make that believable? I'm too emotional.
No, you can't.
You might as well with it. Like
after a while, you're just gonna have to just face. You got to say the truth after a while, man. You can't.
It's just Conte is actually a coach. He can get a tune out on Garnacho. He got Lukaku to improve his touch. I mean, I don't think you got Lukaku to improve his touch.
I was gonna say,
a coach can't improve someone's touch. You've either got it or you don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, a manager can't physically, they can't physically make your touch better.
Do you know what? I owe Rants an apology, bro, because I think on one show, I was just, I left a comment in the chat where I was like, look, like Rude, I reckon Rude could maybe improve Hojlund, but bro, I was way off with that, man, because I saw the attributes of Hojlund and I thought he could improve, but you look at it now, 2 years later, he hasn't even improved. I don't think he's improved.
That wasn't even 2 years. That was 6 months ago.
I don't think he's improved at anything, Kaz. Anything. Like his shooting, no. Like I don't see him taking shots. I don't see him opening up his body.
He doesn't he doesn't time his runs.
Nothing. He hasn't improved at nothing. So yeah, I don't think a coach can improve a player's quality. It's definitely down to the player.
Yeah. I don't see it. And obviously, I'm gonna watch a compilation, but maybe Man United is serious about changing their goalkeeper over. We've been linked with what's his name, Freddie Woodman from Preston North End, but that's like a third goalkeeper replacement, maybe second, but definitely because Tom Heaton's going. I think he's retiring, or whatever. He's just gonna go. That's whatever. But in terms of this Joan Garcia, I keep seeing his name. I think some of you lot even. Yeah, I'm doing. Saturday, I'm doing a watch along for everything. Trust me. I'm gonna be literally. That's a dead day. Such a dead day. We're linked with this goalkeeper. I'm seeing his name pop up on a TL. I'm seeing people talk about him. I've seen you in the comments talking about him as well. And I'm thinking who's this keeper? What is he about? I'm gonna watch like a 6-minute compilation, innit? And see what he's really about.
How old is he? Young.
He's like 23 going on 24. I don't know what it's about, but United must be. He's got a 20-minute another release clause, by the way. United clearly want to deal with players with release clauses, and La Liga's is full of them. But it's did he really? Because we're not spending 20 million on a backup goalie, so it must mean that Onana, you might be second choice come next season. We're looking to push you to another level. If you don't thrive, you're gonna dive and you're gonna go in the bin. Do you get it? So I'm thinking, if this guy is what it is, would you, even if you don't know nothing about him, would you just say, bring him? What's the worst that could happen? It can't be any worse than Onana, right? Surely can't be worse than Onana, right? Lobotka, he's class.
We've seen, Onana's. It's a tough one with Onana, man, because I don't think we're going to be able to get the money that we spent on him. But I saw some Saudi links in the summer. I'm not sure if that's concrete. Yeah, I saw some Saudi links. Is he on high wages? I think he's on about 150, isn't he?
He's a senior player. I can't imagine that he's on something decent. He's on something decent. Let's not act like 150 is high wages in today's day and age, though. Come on, man. We're not like don't get me wrong. Like, this is still Man United. These are still top clubs.
He's on 100K a week right now, and I think that's because we're not in Europe. So
we are in Europe.
Oh no, I mean not Champions League. Sorry.
Well, whichever. Yeah, because if we don't get Champions League, everyone gets cut by like 25% or something like that. If that's the deal with Adidas. But yeah. For us, it's just 100K a week's not that bad. Goalkeepers don't tend to get paid a madness unless your name's De Gea. But bar that though, man, I want this guy. That Chevalier, yeah, at Lille.
At Lille, I swear,
everything. No, he owns Nice.
That's Nice, yeah. Sorry,
Chevalier, yeah. I think he signed a new contract as well. When this keeper, yeah, I'm so glad, yeah, that Man City are going for Diogo Costa instead of this guy. Because this guy is the next best thing. I don't know. He reminds me that he's someone that I can see maybe like going to Bayern Munich or something. And he's just like, who's this keeper? He's just a joke. He's a joke, man. Like, every time I watch this guy play, yeah, and it's only a handful, by the way, very minimal. And a lot of it's been in the Champs League, innit? He's a joke, man. There's a good reason why they made it far where they did. He's such a wonderful keeper. Like, he's just, You know what? And I'm glad Liverpool bought. They're keeping Ederson and all that. He's not going there because that would send me left. But I still like James Trafford. I still like just because his name's James Trafford doesn't mean he's rubbish. Like I think he's a solid goalkeeper. I think he's someone that could be there, that could be challenging as well. I think he's got a much bigger frame than Nanana that covers the goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This Joan Garcia, I don't know much about him, but one thing that needs to go, is short sleeves and goalkeepers need to stop. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. I've had enough. It's just not right.
Who started that? Wasn't it with the man Ramsdale? Ramsdale started that.
Barthez.
Well, you're taking it back old school. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I've already got like PTSD. You know what I mean? Barthez was born in the wrong era. Do you get it? He was born in the wrong era. If he was today's goalie, he'd be cracked.
No, it's true still, because he used to play off his line as well. And Barthez was doing the stuff that goalkeepers are praised for doing now, basically.
Yeah, Ramsdale's a crackhead.
Yeah,
Ramsdale, in a nice way of saying it, he's a crackhead. Like, he's a madman, isn't it? I think he's got good banter as well, but it's just yeah, man, I don't know. I'm gonna see this compilation of this guy. Yeah. What likes are we on? We're on 72 likes. Big up to everyone, man, because honestly, even though there's like minimal, I could have on Never a Foul, I'll probably have 5 times as much people in here and I'd be struggling to get to 200. Yeah, do you know how mad that is? That bunch of scrubs, man, that don't like liking the video for some reason. I will never understand. Oh, I'm on my TV. Well, get your remote out then. Do you know what I mean? Like, get your remote out then.
No, big up everyone, man.
Like, what else is there to it? Wait, well, hold on. Oh, there is. Yeah. But yeah, who's live anyways? I'll say who's live. I think we're meant to be going live in a minute.
Are you going live on Never a Foul?
Yeah, we're going live on Never a Foul in like, what's it called? Probably next 5 minutes or so.
Oh, big up.
Yeah, man, big up to everyone. We're gonna react over there. I've actually got like an intro coming. So a little timer and all that good stuff, blah blah blah. So some decent little tune, you know what I mean? Nothing too mad, because I don't know why people put on drill tunes for the intro. I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't care if it's a drill instrumental. Are you mad? So you want me to? Who are you trying to kill before you come on stream? You know what I mean? Should do that when we have a bad game in it, so you get people pumped up.
100%. Yeah.
But anyways, people, smash the likes as well. We got Football Locker Room in here. If anyone see Em's channel is right there, just go type it into the YouTube bar. We're going over to Never a Foul, so I expect everyone in here to go over to Never a Foul and be there in a second. I ain't got no outro, so